Hello again. How's my camera? My camera is a little that way. Gotta make an adjustment here. It's a very magic automatical system there where I slightly move things. There we go. I don't know, my light doesn't seem that bright, but I think it's the light, outside lighting this time of year. I'm back from vacation. It's the first stream in a long ass time. But I think it'll probably be pretty typical based on the fact that I have like 500 or 600 of these almost identical streams, live streams. They run roughly 2 hours or so. And the first part be, I don't think this shirt fits very well though. I'm gonna go back to wearing t-shirts. At some point, I'm gonna wear a t-shirt and I like that little sport coat. So that's my winter look. And it is getting cold. The seasons have changed the last 2 weeks. We went right from the temperate, leave the windows open period here in Pleasanton to the, yeah, you're going to want to run your heater overnight, at some point in the morning because it's freezing. And which is fine. Absolutely happens every single year. So how's everyone doing? Let people trickle in. It seems that we're live on Twitch. We're live on the YouTube arenas. It has been a while, so I feel people are going to have to kind of remember that I still do this thing. I have to click that. Stream update. I don't even know if I had to click that. All right. Let's see. I got my title. We're in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2012. Right. So there's going to be some Diet Coke consumption fresh from the can into this class. Oh, my goodness. Let's check it out. It's all... No, I've been having Diet Coke like every day, so it's not like a new thing. Like I missed out on it. All right. So it's been like 2 weeks. We're going to fly around. I'm going to fly in a plane that has a autopilot. Once we get up in the air and set the autopilot, I'm going to start talking a little more than I normally do because I might as well tell the stories of the vacation while I have them still relatively fresh in my head. So we'll be starting with me arriving in TwitchCon San Diego. What happened at TwitchCon San Diego? It's not a lot to say. It was a lot. Then I drove back here to Pleasanton for 2 days, and then I flew to Vegas for 5 days. And that was a whole fun, amazing time too. So there's a lot to talk about. So and Vegas is even clearer in my head since it was just basically this week. I just got back on Tuesday from that Vegas trip. Boy, what a fun vacation though. I took a few pictures here and there. Hopefully that'll help jog my memory. All right, let's move over to the game window system here. All right, everything still seems to be working as expected. You're seeing the front page of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2012. Right, so after the break, we'll be playing the big brain games. After the break, it's going to be Ken's piano launch today. Basically, I haven't played piano in 2 weeks. It's going to be rough, but that's the only way I can get better is to kind of get back into my songs, play them again, and make some mistakes. But hey, we might have to do some start overs today. It is what it is. It'll still be a musical interlude of some kind, and that's going to be it for today. But hey, today is the first of 4 shows on a daily basis in a row. That's That's the Friday show. That's the Saturday show. That's the Sunday show and the Monday show. Because that's how we do things around here. I'll try to start around the same time. We'll have to see how the Monday shows sometimes go a little early depending on work considerations. All right, let's see. I got my beautiful blue Bluetooth controller. I didn't mention that previously, so you might have been wondering if I had switched to a different kind of controller. I also have my Logitech throttle quadrant. That's plugged in. That's very critical. Oh, I wanted to check something since it's been a couple weeks since I've actually run. I just wanted to make sure there weren't any major updates earlier, which there weren't. There hasn't been a sim update or anything like that. But I wanted to check to see if any of my planes, because sometimes in the background, some of these things that previously said currently incompatible, like this, and my EVA, that electric plane, this one currently incompatible. These two, I'm trying to see if eventually they decide to release a version that works on 2024. But it looks like and these could be changed. These could change any time. I think, yeah, this is basically about the same. So I see there's an update to the TANARG, and they want you to pay another $10 for the 2024 version of the TANARG. Why would you want to do that? I can't even think of a reason why you want to do that. All right, let's fly around somewhere. We're gonna get out of here. Flying around the world. There's the whole. First, we're gonna pick an aeroplane. I'm just excited because I have not flown in the flight simulator for a while, and it's something that I really, really enjoy doing. Okay, I gotta find a plane that's not super old. I want it to, and not super sophisticated, because I wanted to have an autopilot system. We are gonna during the autopilot phase. Actually, the Osprey has a really decent autopilot system. What else do we got that can I mean, some of these older planes do not have an autopilot system. They weren't made for that. A lot of these, sometimes they're added, and then the really cheap ultralights often don't have one because that's in a heavy system, extra system you don't really need. But I think these diamonds do. This diamond certainly does. Maybe we'll fly that. It's pretty basic. Sure. Does this actually have an autopilot? I know this series. Let's find out. All right. There's only one way to know for sure, and that is to get inside. Well, there's a bunch of ways to know for sure. Yeah, it's got analog digital information, so I believe we'll do the only fancy livery it's got. I believe it does. It's kind of fun looking. All right, so we're gonna fly this plane. Don't know where we're gonna go yet. Somewhere where it's nice and sunny. I can always change the time of day. But I guess the first part of my story is going to take place in San Diego. So we might as well, while I'm talking about it, while I'm flying around it, we're going to talk about it. We'll take off from Montgomery Gibbs Executive. And it looks a little foggy there. Typical. Starting cold start. Why not? It's part of the fun. Cold start the aeroplano. So this is San Diego. So I started Monday morning. I loaded up my car, put one of my pianos in, not the piano I use for this thing, my smaller piano. It's a 73 keyboard instead of 88. So it's nice and light. I got a case for it, and my X-Ray stand, a whole bunch of stuff, a bunch of board games, lots of clothes, a 24-pack of case of Diet Coke. In case they didn't have it in San Diego, they had Diet Coke in San Diego. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do any of this stuff here. Like get in, like is that Shift C, enter aircraft. Okay. Doesn't have an autopilot, right? I messed up. That's the one thing I wanted. This plane is a little too primitive to have an autopilot. You'd see it there. It doesn't have. I have to pick a different plane just because I really wanted to put it on autopilot. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's my show. You know what I mean? It just takes 2 seconds. We'll go back to the map. We'll pick a more sophisticated airplane. The higher end diamonds have them. Like the 62. The 40, I think, also does. Let's find out. We're gonna find out. Only the 20, I think, doesn't. Wow, it doesn't come in a lot of pictures, does it? Paint jobs. All right, back to Montgomery Gibbs. Although I should also go out from my check out my. I haven't been to my my ranch in Wyoming for a while, and that's always a fun place to hang out. But see, so I drove all the way. It takes about 6.5, 7 hours. Once I'm on the road, it's basically just one. It's not a very complicated road. I get on I-5. Well, I go 580 to I-5. And then it's all basically, there's no turns or anything. Stay in the left lane. You head all the way down I-5 because that's the road that eventually becomes this the San Diego freeway. All right, this plane, I'm pretty sure, comes with an autopilot. Yes, it does. The autopilot you can see is right there in the middle. It says AP there. All right. So, okay. We're going to turn electric master. We're going to set our throttle to there. We're going to, let's see, avionics master. Engine master on. Fuel pumps to on. I think, is there a fuel valve? Yeah, it is. This is on normal. Perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Are we ready to start? I think we're ready to start. we see the RPM coming up. You hear the sound of the engine coming up there. Keep wings level. Very good. Easy plane to start up. I like these diamonds. Easy to fly, and we do have an autopilot. We're going to put taxi lights on, navigation lights, strobes for sure. We don't need this. A daytime flight around over San Diego area, so that should be good. Let's see. Parking brake is on. These don't matter that much. Airflow. That's all good over there. We're both booted up on both sides. We could probably grab our radio, right? Turn the tune to the ground station. Depart. I don't care. We're going to fly around San Diego. And hopefully it'll jog my memory. I'm going to fly over exactly where we stayed. It was real close to the airport. And some of the other places we went. Yeah, I saw that. We might watch that, but not today. Probably tomorrow. It's a different series. Yeah, I want to check that out. I saw that. No, we're going to watch that. But I was waiting, I'm waiting for you to come around here because I don't want to watch it alone. Maybe we'll watch it today. I don't know. How long is it? It's like 6 minutes, right? It's not it's not super long. But no, I definitely saw that because I'm subscribed on YouTube, on the YouTube to the original. All right, hold short, taxi runway, parking brake off. Let's turn this baby around. Which way do you want to go? That way. Okay. Head out to the runway. We're gonna do a little flying around. I'm gonna tell some stories. I'm gonna spread them out. I am going to turn on the autopilot at some point. But so anyway, I drove down from where I live here in Pleasanton, California. I've said that many times. I don't really dox myself. I'm not giving my street address unless you want it. Drove down to straight drive. The thing is, the place I rented a house, a really nice house, really nice place, in a little house, but still 3 bedrooms with an extra room and 2.5 bathrooms. Plenty of room and a nice spa, a little separate garage. The garage you could convert to a game room. I would definitely rent it again. It wasn't cheap; it was expensive, but that's fine. We got used out of it. We had 5 people there, hanging out for TwitchCon. Me, my good friend Charles, who also streams as Charles MP88. I think he might still be streaming from Salem. And then the e-girls that we had this second year in a row. Mistress Mord from South Africa. Kedamimi from the Los Angeles, let's just say Los Angeles area. She doesn't like the people to know where she's from. And Leah Ayame, who came out from Tennessee. And, that's, basically you say the state. They don't want people to know exactly where they live. But awesome, wonderful people that are basically the 3rd year in a row that we've kind of done this as a group. Except in case of Mistress Moore, it's the 4th year in a row that I've hung out with her, and we always have a pretty good time. So the thing is, she was coming in from South Africa after a long-ass trip right to San Diego on Monday, but her plane came in at 3, but we couldn't check into our place till 4. So what I did was I drove down and went right to the airport and just parked at the airport and waited there for an hour. Okay, we're in the tower. We're going to talk to the tower. We're going to request our clearance from Clarence. Oh, we're not even at that. We're not even at the. We're not even at the runway yet. All right, so we're going to set trim and flaps for takeoff shortly. In a second. I vaguely remember how to fly this plane. I mean, I've done it a million times, but it's been a while. It's not super complicated. Okay, so we're gonna go up. We're not even at the runway here. It's got this long lead up here. All right, but anyway, okay, we're gonna come to a stop. All right, parking brake on. Flaps to there, and also takeoff trim. You notice it's 0. We want takeoff trim to about, I don't know, 11%, 12, 11% is good. There we go. Ooh, it's hard to get it exactly where I want it. Hello. There we go. All right, we're ready for takeoff. Let's see where we don't need this thing up here. Get rid of that, let's just fly around a bit. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, the first time we've flown in 2 weeks or more. So the first night, so we checked into the place around 4, drove there. It was really pretty easy to find it because it's real close to the airport. This plane has fixed gear. Okay, so we're heading west, and I'm guessing San Diego's down to the south, so we're gonna get this turn here. Reduce power a little bit here. There we go, manifold pressure. It's a little foggy. We'll be able to find a place.
November 7 tree November Charlie is 2 miles southeast, 900, with whiskey to land. Generic November 7 tree November Charlie.
Maybe a little more positive trend here. That's the I-5 freeway, as I mentioned, coming down. So we came. It's always got a lot of traffic on it, but it wasn't too bad. Traffic wasn't bad. So so I came down and we picked up. So I came right to the airport. So I'll show you where we came. You can barely see the city, but the city is right where the airport is. Because it's a little foggy, a little bit misty there. But there's this great, I think this is San Diego, University of California, San Diego, somewhere, something like that. Or, I don't know. Kearney College. Could be. Looks pretty good. A lot of nice detail around the San Diego area. And I'll fly around some of the areas we went around to. I'll show you the convention center. Just to... Yes, I'm leaving your airspace. Goodbye. I'm gonna fly low. Okay, don't sink. Don't sink crap. We're flying low. I want to see all the little churches and stuff. I got a pretty one there. Schools, shopping centers. Yeah, it doesn't want me to sink. Well, I can sink if I want to sink. Also, if I want a Big Mac, I can use the Big Mac window. But I don't know. Anyway, so there's this Mission Hills or whatever here. We're almost over this little valley. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, let's actually go through where the freeway goes through here. Nice and low. I'm having a nice flight already, though. Did you copy? Did I copy about what? That's somebody else. I could turn the audio down on the comm device there, because there's a couple freeways there, but then this kind of goes through to the city here. Again, yeah, so I drove down, and yeah, it was pretty easy. Didn't have any problem finding Mistress Mord at the airport. So the first thing we did was, the first thing I like to do, which is go to the local decent, good quality grocery store, just to get, because we had a full kitchen with a full refrigerator, freezer. There's nothing in it, and I knew we'd want like some kind of snacks and food and drinks, stuff like that. So we went to the, and Mistress Mord likes milk and stuff like that. So we went to the store, and we got like store food. Like I got like store sushi. It was like a Pavilions. It's like a high-end Safeway. And but then after that, she likes board games. I brought a bunch of board games with me. And I'm like, she's like, do you want to play board game? I'm like, hell yeah. I also brought Magic the Gathering cards, but she didn't bring her deck, so we didn't really have enough to play both two sides of a Magic the Gathering game. We never ended up actually playing Magic the Gathering. I did gift her my cards so that she could play them herself. So you can see these planes coming in here. We were watching the planes fly in along this route from the house that we're in, because it's right around here, right? Oh gosh, where is it? I think it might be this one, not on this side, this over there. I think that State Street, like one street up. There's the thing down there. It's like right over there that we stayed. Like a little house. I think it might be one of these that I'm kind of looking at here, right there, on that block. I'll tell you, because we came the other direction a bunch of times. By other direction, I mean up here. Okay, the airport is right down there. That's the entrance to the airport over there. It was really convenient being close to the airport, that's for sure. But we could watch the planes landing, and you could definitely hear them taking off. You couldn't see the whole runway from over there. We're a little too low for that. Okay, so across the freeway. Right. Okay, go up there. Go up here. It's right around here. Of course, I don't know for sure. I can look it up, but it's right around there. It's a good location because, again, close to the airport, but then there's a tramway. There's a little tram here, like a train station right down here, right below you here. And that tram goes all the way in to, somebody buzzing me. I'm just near the airport. Those are airport sounds. That's exactly what the San Diego airport looks like in real life. I want to fly over it. So let's see. Yeah, I came in. Yeah, there's always a lot of Southwest planes waiting for takeoff, and they do this double apron thing where they come in from two sides, then they line up. They have to wait for landing planes. And planes taking off generally take off this direction and land in this direction, but not always. The first day we were there, they had some unusual wind features. So let's see. Yeah, the main terminals are on this side of the airport, so there's a lot more room. So we ended up playing a game called Pandemic. Pretty well-known board game that I bought and never played. It was like brand new, like some years ago. It's pretty well-known. It's highly rated as a board game. It's a really interesting game. You can play, and she was interested in it too. I think she'd heard of it and hadn't played it before. It's a game where you and the other players cooperate to try to beat the disease that's spreading on its own effectively by, cooperating to try to eliminate the disease, research cures, cure people, prevent outbreaks, that kind of stuff. And it's really different. There's this, and the international terminal is all the way down here. So this is where I met Mistress Ford in this little building here. That's kind of the international arrivals area. There's not that many international arrivals. There was for there. Beautiful San Diego. I did like San Diego a little more this time. I had a little bit better time in general. So anyway, where was the, let's see, where else we were? I'll show you the convention center. So the first day was me and Mistress Mord. Second day, I believe Mimi showed up the second day, on Tuesday. And then Thursday, Leah and Charles came. So it was the five of us for the first time together on Thursday. Or Wednesday. So, and then we didn't have much going on. So Thursday was the day I wanted to go, maybe do a museum. We got up early in the morning, but it was really hard to wrangle 5 people to get up early, 10 a.m. Plus we have to get food for Mimi. Mimi has to eat a lot because of her metabolism. That's a whole other story. All right. But the first time we went to the convention center was Thursday afternoon, or Thursday at 5 p.m. And the reason for that is it's pre-registration, and the Thursday afternoon there's parties. There's a partner party at the convention center for Twitch partners. Well, I'm not one. But this year they also had an affiliate party for just affiliates at the Whiskey Girl in San Diego, which is walking distance. Yeah, it's gonna get a little framey here. So me and Charles, who are both affiliates, went to the Whiskey Girl. We went to the affiliate party where the other girls, the girls are all partners, so they went to the partner party. But it was nice. In the hour beforehand, you can pre-register. You get your card key. We had wristbands we had to get. So let's see. Where is it's a little bit ahead, I think. Just a little bit ahead. There's some nice hotel actions over here. And again, I wish they would not put these ships in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, this is the convention center right here between these two hotels. But that's where we spent a lot of time. It's pretty big. They have the whole thing for TwitchCon. So it's always fun to go Thursday night. I wear my suit. I got a lot of mileage out of my suit this year. This is where the Padres play over here. It's a baseball game right downtown. It's kind of cool. And then the kind of the gas lamp district is right next to the convention center, right? This area right here, where kind of so this whole area is closed down for the block party on Saturday. That area behind. It's just a couple blocks there, right by that area there. But the other thing I want to show you, so if we go up a ways, is Balboa Park, where the museums are. It's a really cool area here. Macy's. Okay. We're gonna work our way back to Balboa Park. So we went to the only museum we really got a chance to go, and for some reason I just think it sounded more interesting to me and some of the other people, was the Comic Con Museum, which features it featured a major Doctor Who exhibit. So which is kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool. But if you're not a Doctor Who nerd, it was kind of weird, I think. But hey, I loved it. I at least liked it. So yeah, there's like these trains that kind of go up this way here. So if we go back to where we were, I just head east and we'll go to Balboa Park, and I'll kind of show you there's so many museums there. We only got to go in one of 12. But the thing is, the people I was with wanted to focus on TwitchCon. They were there for TwitchCon. They weren't there to go to museums. They weren't there to, they were there for the TwitchCon and the San Diego nightlife, and that's really what they wanted to do, which is fine. Okay, so we're near the airport. All right, so where we were staying is right up here. Oh, we're kind of there, in that area there. And then if you head due east, we should find the Balboa Park. Definitely feeling a little more positive trim on this plane. It's not like a propeller control or something, right? It seems to be a little sluggish. I mean, I got everything in, right? I don't need brakes out or anything like that. It's fine, just a little bit. Right, so this is Balboa Park. You kind of have to cross over this bridge here, I think, right? I don't know how detailed it is, especially in 2024, because I've really only been here, but there's like a whole bunch of museums. Right, okay, there's that bridge. Yeah, that's the one we take to get in. Yeah, you can kind of tell there's a bunch of buildings here, and some of these are the art museums. Okay, so we came in this way over that bridge. We went through there. There's museums there. There's museums there. They go all the way down there too, air and space. But we took the right here and went down here. There's the organ amphitheater, something like that. And then there's a bunch of this collection of 4 museums. There's actually more. There's like 5. The far one is the yeah, but I'm probably not gonna watch anything special today. It's just gonna be a normal day. So that one right below us, I don't remember what that one is. This one here is the Comic Con Museum. So that's the one that had we went in and we explored. There's the Air and Space Museum or something, and that one there is the Automotive Museum. And I forgot what this was, but I mean, they're all separate entry fees. It's not like you can go for pay one fee and there's like $30 each. So you can't really do a whole bunch of them. And we didn't have a lot of time because we needed to get to the convention for pre-registration and the parties and stuff. And those, I was with e-girls. They take a long time to get ready. As a guy, it takes you 10 minutes. But as a girl, there's makeup, there's clothes, there's this, there's that. They got to take a shower. It's crazy. I like this street here. It's pretty straight. Manchester Financial. Okay. Now we're getting some speed. Yeah, so that thing, though, I don't know if you'll be around this weekend. I do want to watch his new show sometime in the next... I thought maybe it was kind of a prequel show or something, which I've been wanting. But we'll find out. I don't know. I do kind of want to watch it. Yeah, maybe we will today. I got to get back into the streaming thing a little bit by little bit. First we're going to enjoy some flying around at low levels. There will be the enjoyment of the Diet Coke. What does that say there? Some kind of bank or something. So, and then so we went to the convention, in earnest started Friday morning at 10. So we were there right around 10. But, we'd already had our badges. Didn't take too long to get in. And I streamed for an hour and a half. on Friday morning. I kind of I walked all around. I showed the art area, which is kind of the most interesting area. San Diego is a very interesting place in terms of kind of how it's laid out. Oh, let's check out the beach area, or Mission Bay. I haven't even seen that in a while. It's this way to the west. There's a bunch of bays. They're right ahead of us. We'll check that area out. And the convention was not as good this year. Every year it seems to be a little less ambitious and a little more cheesy. And I'll give you an example. In the previous years, one of the most attended areas of the show floor has been what we call the Loot Cave. The Loot Cave is a place where you can purchase Twitch branded merchandise. Lots of different things, clothing, lots of different stuff. Mainly clothing, but lots of different things, pillows and just everything you can imagine, cups and so they'd usually have, there'd be a line to get in. They couldn't jam it in too much, but it was just to buy things. But there'd be a line to get in, and you might have to wait 10 minutes, and they'd have these big areas out in front of the Loot Cave where people could queue up, in anticipation. This year, nobody ever lined up because there was nothing in the Loot Cave that you'd want to buy. And again, a specific example, every year, this is my 4th TwitchCon, every year previously I purchased a basic black t-shirt, extra large, that has the TwitchCon logo on it and with the year. So I have a 2022, I have a TwitchCon 2023, I got a TwitchCon 2024. They didn't have one in 2025. They just didn't bother. The most popular single item wasn't available from every previous year, which was the basic black t-shirt with the logo. And as soon as I looked around, I was like, wow, you don't even have look at all those tennis courts. A basic black t-shirt with the logo, then, and also it was a different format. Previously, they went and you could purchase the item, they had bins full of the different clothing items, different sizes. But you pull them out right there, and then you take them to the front desk, you stand in line and purchase it. Now they took all they had is samples to look at, and then you check it off on a menu card that they gave you, and then you go back and you say, okay, this is, here's the things I want. And they'd go back into the stock room and get the stock out for you, which is fine, but it really limited the number of things they could have if you kind of understand that. Because if they had too many things, it would take too long for them to be finding them from the stock item, and people would be frustrated. So that's one of the main reasons I think they had to cut down the number of. This is a really beautiful bay here. I like to fly around it. I don't think this is Mission Bay, or is this? It's two bays. There's San Diego Bay and Mission Bay. And just in general, the convention seemed just about the same in terms of the exhibitors are all about the same. But definitely less in terms of anything happening. And the other thing I noticed is compared to previous years, the lines at the meet and greet sessions were not very long. And basically, people are saying in general that TwitchCon may have, in its 10th year, started to run its course as a social phenomenon that really needs to exist. Maybe there'll be other kind of conventions. It's a little specialized. I mean, it's a lot like, as I mentioned, Comic-Con or Anime Con or others. But it's specialized to try to sort of favor Twitch streamers as opposed to just random people who are kind of nerdy or whatever. Now, I got to see the most important thing is during the convention, do you run into people and are you run into famous streamers? And it's both of those. We're flying again. Could be, I'll fly down to Coronado. It's a little way south here. Do you run into, and I run into some of the same people that I see every year, just as affiliates, like at the affiliate party. See the same people every year, and we're not like close friends, but it's great to see familiar faces every year. And I only see them. We're going to see them at TwitchCon. And then there's streamers who are, I recognize, and there's definitely a bunch of streamers that I had not met yet that I have had a lot of interaction. For example, Exo Alkali. I was really looking forward to meeting her, and I got to meet her twice. Once at the once at the block party, and once the next day she was wandering around on Sunday, and I got to see her. I have a tradition on Sundays of going to the Nicole T's meet and greet. So we got to watch her go in there. Meet and greets. I was watching a little bit of your Salem IRL earlier today, by the way. Charles, you're still here. I was working this morning, so I couldn't really chat. But flying down the coast a little bit. Eventually, we're going to come around to the city here. Oh yeah, the city's kind of over this little Point Duma or whatever it is. Or is that La Jolla? I don't know. A lot of rich people living down there, okay? Especially close to the water. I do like we get a great view from here. It's the Diamond DA-40. These are Swiss-made airplanes. So TwitchCon was a lot of fun. Let's see, what were some of the highlights? We went to the museum. We cooked. We did a lot of cooking. Really, fourth time on your phone. Oh yeah, you have unlimited pasta, so you gotta maximize it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like going to Vegas. If you go to the buffet, you better be really hungry because you're paying a lot of money. You gotta maximize the value. But yeah, well, man, the prices in Vegas were crazy. But I was ready for it. I mean, it's my third or fourth year in going to Vegas. I guess third year going to Vegas. But they, with inflation, they get kind of crazier every year. Everybody's talking about the $10 cup of coffee, which is just the regular coffee. And yeah, like two years ago it was only $8. But hey, inflation. And again, it's demand based. It's what people want to pay. We didn't go to any buffets. We did not go to any super fancy dinners either. We went kind of just to the diner places. But like the first day in Vegas, me and Mort and Mimi went to Gordon Ramsay Burger, which I think is in the Horseshoe. It's in the Horseshoe. And that was really good. It wasn't super crazy expensive, but it was an extremely good burger. I really liked it. It was crazy. Well, I'm getting a lot of trouble. I just want to go over to Coronado so you can see it. This is one of the other naval air station, I think. What does it say over here? San Diego State what? Center? Carrier? I'll find out. Yeah, we're definitely losing some frame rates here. That's fine. Good enough. Yeah, but I really want to go back to Vegas. The next excuse would be to go to CES. Can you land on that carrier? It looks like that carrier is ready to land on, including arrestor hooks. Which I should try doing. Because I do have carriers my carriers installed. It's one of the frame rates are crappy. The Coronado is over here to the end of the bridge. I could get into CES, which is in January, so in less than 3 months. But Mimi wants to go. She can't get in. She probably can't get in. You have to be in the industry. I'm kind of in the industry. So I could go to CES. It's really expensive that time of year to go to Vegas because of CES, big convention. That's a cool looking school. Coronado. So this is actually Coronado school. I don't know if it's a high school or a college though. It's a cool looking school. Yeah, so the Coronado Beach Hotel, which is real famous, right here is very, very. The buildings in the background are newer, but this area here, you can kind of see the really famous design, very unique, interesting design. As we pass over, you can kind of see that really amazing. It's a pretty nice place, right on the beach. I don't know if San Diego's a beach kind of place though. All right, well, let's just put this plane down somewhere. I still got plenty of stories to tell because I really want to try to focus on San Diego while I can still remember what happened a little bit. But again, I was spending most of the time. Let's see. We had to check out on Monday. Sunday night, Mord and Mimi had some parties they wanted to go to, kind of late at night, like after 10, and Charles had a bunch of stuff happening too. So that left me and Leah to have to hang out together. So we decided to go into the hot tub spa in the back because none of us had tried it, and it was all hot and ready to go. But we'd been paying for it. So yeah, I got to go. I spent Sunday night in the hot tub with Leah. That was a rough night. It was amazing. I could probably just land here. This is a really long runway here. We're going to put our flaps down into the flap position. And then we'll watch that. I want to watch that thing if you're still here. It's the new show by the guy who did Skibidi Toilet, but it's not Skibidi Toilet. Idling the engines. This is a really long runway. but pretty long runway. Here's a nice little soft landing, a little bit of a bounce. All right, I want to check out this show. I'm actually kind of curious now. Give me a second here. Yeah, it's gonna be a short show. I am gonna play the piano. I'm gonna do the big brain games, but just a little bit of flying around until I kind of get back into the swing of things here. Let's turn this plane off. Let's see, how do we do this? Okay. Oh, yeah, avionics master off, engine master off. Turn that off. Where's the fuel pump? Wasn't there a fuel pump around here? Flaps. Fuel. We can turn those off, though. Nope. Off. There was a fuel. Oh, yeah, the fuel pump is here. Doesn't matter now. Oh, yeah, lights off. What is this for, by the way? Oh, that's actually, by the way, that's not the main. There's a secondary battery, which is what this is. It's not the main battery. It's the emergency battery. Interesting. I forgot this plane has an emergency battery system. Okay, I'm just checking out the features a little bit. All right, I want to watch this thing. Let me get this set up, whatever it is, because my curiosity has been sparked. So even if you're not watching live, you might want to check it later. And we're going to go. Let me move into just chatting. It's definitely showed up on my. It showed up on my YouTube main feed. Before we do that, I'm going to switch over to here. Quit a desktop. But yeah, I'm looking with lots of places to fly still, but it's just going to be random places. It was great. It was fantastic. I had a wonderful time. Sam, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. A little Diet Coke here. Getting back into the streaming, but yeah, we'll be telling some stories. I was just kind of talking about what a great time we had in San Diego, because that was the first half of the trip. It was basically a lot of TwitchCon things, and then for the people I was with, they were doing a lot of TwitchCon after events. So it's not the convention itself is not what they're for. They're for the specialized parties that only they get invitations to. They're put on by companies like Stream Elements and things like that. Oh yeah, Diet Coke. All right, so I'm gonna look for, but we're gonna do. This is gonna be a little one-time thing. We just got while I was gone, the person, the fuck boom guy, right? Let me see if I can find this. Released a new episode of a new show that's different than Skibbity Toilet. Where is it? I'm not finding it. I'm sure I am. I guess I'm not subscribed. That might explain that. Okay, so videos. Yeah, okay. It is a Skibbity Toilet. It's 8 minutes long. Hold on a second here. Okay, we're gonna watch
Mom
this.
says the world wasn't.
Before I do, I want to mention what we've been watching all this Skibbity Toilet, but this is listed as not as Skibbity Toilet Emergence Episode 1. I was vocally, when we were doing the Skibbity Toilet, which we watched all of it, by the way, on screen. It took us a while because it's been going for like 2 years, but I just got notification of it some months ago. And by the way, after this, I am going to go back to doing the Big Brain Games and the musical segment. We've got a lot of streaming to do. Disney Plus. Wow, I do. I mean, yeah, Disney Plus. There are some good shows on Disney Plus. I do subscribe to Disney Plus, but I'm thinking of unsubscribing because it's expensive. And kind of once I've seen the shows, I did see all of those Star Wars shows like The Mandalorian, the Book of or the whatever. Ahsoka is pretty good. Those shows are not too bad. And they're usually quite well done. Oh, I like the Obi-Wan. So if you're a Star Wars fan, catching up on all the kind of Star Wars shows, and there's a lot. There's also the animated Clone Wars shows there. That's a good thing. And a couple of their other series that are on Disney Plus are pretty good. I would just go to literally a site that rates like AV Club or something that rates kind of the streamers shows. I'm watching for HBO because it's Halloween. They just came out with this It series, so I'm kind of watching that, hoping that'll be kind of scary. But so far, it's But the point is, once you've seen those shows, I mean, it can be months and months where there's literally nothing that I want to watch on Disney Plus, and then I'm paying $22 a month for it. So it's like. It's a little cringy, and then they have something that comes out. But right now they're on some kind of lull in terms of new Star Wars shows on Disney Plus. I'm not a huge Marvel fan, so I'm not going to be rewatching the Avengers or anything like that. All right, let's watch this. It's 8 minutes long. Maybe we'll do it in 2 parts because it's 8 minutes long, and that's a long time. We're going to do this. It's called
Always
Emergence
like
Episode
this.
1. It's
But
8
I
minutes,
can't
so we're going to
remember
go
a
4
time
minutes.
before the invasion,
It's real talky compared to the original Stephen
before the
Toilet early
machines
episodes.
joined the fight. If I hear the song,
But anyway, I was
I have to
asking
cover
for
my
prequel
ears.
stuff, so I think you might have been listening to me.
that song
I like the
changed
song.
so many people into them. And they just keep growing bigger and more powerful. One thought the Alliance would save us. But every time our side got stronger, so did they. Back and forth. War only brought more war. But then the Sky People came, and everything got so much worse. Mom calls them Astros.
So there's
And
really
everyone
Astros
hates
and Machine Heads
Astros.
and Skibbities.
They took
And
control
people.
of one of our heroes and turned him into a big, scary monster. But somehow, the Alliance has held off the things that would destroy everything. At least for now. For the last 24 hours, a man they call Secret Agent
This is more of
has
a
been sending a signal throughout
warm-up
Earth.
for the show. Which they need.
Nobody knows what it means. He's talking about a key that will unlock his greatest creation, and is
the other
calling
people
on
trying to make
members of the
Skibidi
Alliance
content
to
right
follow
now
his
needed
signal.
this.
Secret Agent calls him Lucky, and talks about him being the key to everything. None of us are sure, but maybe it's an end to the war. I don't know. Hope is a very difficult thing to have these days, but I hope that if Lucky is still out there, he's following the signal.
Follow my signal,
You,
Lucky.
the viewer. So he's just calling himself Boom to be more family friendly instead of the fuck Boom. Okay, well, I don't think the use of emergence as a subtitle is original. Alright, what about here? Okay, we got a minute 20 seconds to go. This is 2 parts. We'll watch the rest tomorrow. We got plenty of time. I mean, no hurry. Got to play streaming. Fill up.
my signal, Lucky. Follow my signal, Lucky. Follow my signal, Lucky. Follow my signal, Lucky.
Believe it or not, we're gonna end it there. Just because 4 minutes of this seems like a lot, which is I think a good thing. But we're gonna do the second half tomorrow. I'm excited. In that we're gonna have stuff to do tomorrow. All right, we're still in the just chatting category, which is perfect for the big brain games. We're gonna start along with the classic brain games that I like to play on a daily basis. Daily basis. You know what I mean. I'm also there's one I'm working on which is a new game, but I'm practicing it, and we might add it to the. It's a new word game from the same people here. It's called Reunion. So I've been kind of practicing that so that I can see if I can play it fast enough to add it to the big brain game. All right, but basically we're gonna play solving 4 5-letter words. I already did the world today. Got that one in 4. I think 5. I don't remember. It was kind of a tough one. I think. Yeah, I got it in 5. I think. Let's see, what do we got here? This upper right one, I'm just going to guess shack. You know what I mean? It could be shack. There we go. Let's see. That's upper right. Okay, lower left, now we have an S something, SK. It could be skull, but not skulk, which is good. That's good. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Could be O-U-T, so this could be flout. Oops, flout, lower right. Nice. All right, now we got the hard one here, but we got 3 guesses. We're moving on for the, this is good. Oof. Let's see. Well, it has any of these white letters down here, but, and an O and an I. It could be, can't be dingo. Could be widow. It is widow. Woohoo! All right, but that's just one game. We got a bunch more to do. So again, the reunion I'm working on. Eventually, when I feel like I'm any good at it, I might add that. But the next one I like to do is the revealed game. It's this. Okay, we'll just play it. I would like to describe it. But go. All right, it's a person, 5 letters, and then a bunch of letters, more than 5. I think it's 11 letters. So it's a person born on a specific date, blank, blank, is and blank, 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 and blank, who became the archetypal blank, blank of the blank and blank. With his, it's a dude, blank, blank, describing the lives of everyday blank, his blank, blank sound, and his high energy blank, blank. Blank establishes one of the leading figures of blank, blank in the late blank and early blank, blank. His best known blank, all of which speak to concerns of the blank, blank, include blank, 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 and blank. So I kind of want to see if these are specific compositions or songs. Born to Run. See, that was really helpful. Because we already know who it is. It's Bruce Springsteen. And that, Born to Run, Badlands, Born in the USA. I would have known I think I would have known Badlands. Born in the USA for sure. Streets of Fidelity and My City of Ruins. I don't even know if I would have known those. But Born to Run was pretty made it pretty easy. If you're a Bruce Springsteen fan, to some extent I am. It was a pretty easy one for most people because they needed a few reveals and hints. But we needed even fewer. The next game is called it's called the Tightrope Trivia Game. It's a 9-question timed multiple choice trivia game. I consider myself a certified trivia master, but that's personally my own consideration. This is one of the penultimate to the hardest game. It's getting harder. Fridays are harder. October 31st. Can you believe it's Halloween already? Man, time is flying. It'll be Christmas soon. I'll be doing my Christmas music stuff too. During the what of Masulius, right? The Peace Corps? Didn't last long. It's O negative. That's a total guess. Total guess. Hey there. Oh, that's fine. You can always catch up later. Wait a minute. Do the Gary. It took a while to read all those through. Yeah, well, I just decided, I've been working for a couple of days, but no, Friday, we'll be streaming all Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. Due to the many noisy blank of the forest. So there's going to be denizens. All right, so far we're doing good on the tightrope, but they might be hitting us with a hard one anytime soon. Let's find out. Eventually becoming a pioneer of folk music. Woody Guthrie. Gotta know those. If you're a musical person. Rock Box. First rap album. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I don't. Is the Beastie Boys? Oh, it's Run DMC. It was one. I knew it was one of those two. Or Run DMC. I did not get that one. I don't think I'm gonna know the rap ones. The city, the Hagia Sophia is in Istanbul. I've flown over Istanbul, flown over that particular mosque. Tiny fangs that cannot bite through clothing. All right, well, 8 out of 9 ain't bad, but that's not good. I'm looking forward to stream. I'm definitely not done with streaming. It's a really fun thing to do, and I'm going to keep doing it. But I'm going to attempt to play the piano for the first time in 2 weeks, and I'm a little tightrope boss. That's a terrible rating. We want walk in encyclopedia or clever funambulist. But if you get one wrong, you're not going to get the high rating there. Plus, I was kind of slow. Let's complete today's brain games with 2 Octurtle games, Octortles, whatever. The classic and the rescue. It's just like the Wordle and the Quirtle, except you're solving 8 games, 8 words at the same time. So we use the same 3 set of starting words to save a lot of time. Then we look through these 8 and see if there's anything where, let's see, interesting stuff here. This could be STR strap. There, because that fits the letters and has all 5 letters. That one could be tricky there. Lower right. Okay, we have STA and then an R. So STA something R. But it could also be Stark, which I kind of think it is. Ooh, Start. Keep forgetting that one. That's all right. We have extra guesses. That's the only other thing it could be, too, though. All right. Let's see what here. We have an M. This one here could be motif. TIF. Upper right. F wasn't useful. That's fine. Here's something interesting. We have a K, E, L, and N's. I mean, basically, it can only be knelt with a K at the top, right? That fits all these letters. L, gosh. But I have so many stories to tell from my vacation. We saw 2 amazing shows in Las Vegas that are highly rated and highly recommended by me personally. Thursday, we saw the new Wizard of Oz 4D, or whatever they call it, at the Sphere. And man, okay, so this is Perry on the lower right here. So we saw the 2 shows we saw were Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, which if you haven't heard of it, it's a complete reinvention of the original movie. It has the original performances, but it's been completely invented and this huge screen and with completely new backgrounds and backdrops. It's really amazing. Could this be Medic? MEDIC? Over there? I think it could be. That's pretty much it. Okay, that D was super helpful. And the second show we saw was called Ka, K-A, by Cirque du Soleil at the MGM Grand, which is right where we were staying. We're staying at the MGM Signature, which is next to the Grand. Okay, so now we have, I think this could be grade because the D is in it. Could have been, yeah, that's probably grade. Okay, goody. All right, we got one left to do, and then we're going to do the hard one, the rescue. Let's see. this could be Dizzy. And not a lot of other things. It was Dizzy. All right, let's do the hard one. That's the rescue. And then we'll be taking a short break, and I'll be playing the piano, hopefully. I may have forgotten. I've been playing the piano for a long time. So hopefully I have not forgotten my how to play. But just doing the regular old... ooh, this one, AGEL. What else could it be but bagel, right? Okay, and that B was helpful somewhere. Let's see, we have an A, L, F, and A. Well, the F and A and O to place. It could be a foul, A, F, O, U, L. Okay, and it is. I'm just getting the easy ones here. And we have IEL. Phew, what could that be? IEL. I wonder what that word's going to end up being. IEL is not a very common ending. We'll come back to that one. This could be interesting. I had it anyway. Yeah, I had a great time off, but everything is pretty much the same. Okay, so this is BRO something D, right? And I guess it can only be brewed, 2 O's, right? Which is allowed. Because, yeah, I can't see anything else there. Okay, we got 3. 3 down, 5 to go. All right. The L and the A, and then the G is somewhere. But it's either... And there's an E. And so it could be G, L, E, glean? Oh, it wasn't glean. What could it have been? It could have been glean because N was available. But what is it then? Gleam with an M. That's the only other thing it can be. So I'm going to take it. I just looked through the dictionary. Yeah, it could have been glean or gleam, and we misread it. NIG, something IG, HT is available. So it could be TIGHT. We're just going to get it. If we get this wrong, we've got this whole thing wrong, but off. Close enough. Hey, we don't win them all. These are really hard, by the way. We don't have enough guesses to get all the words. Let's see if we can get any more. This one here, IEL. What is that going to be? We have great, GREAT spelled out. Let's just grab it. It's a free word. And then we got this one still really hard. Really don't know what that word is going to be. That's going to be the hard one. Let's see. And then we have this one here. What could it be? Oh, it could be sight. All right, let's try sight. It could be white, but I'm going to try sight. Come on. Dang it. This is too hard. This one's going to be, at least we can get this one here. It's going to be sixth. These are hard words. All right, the one we didn't get was white. We got that. And spiel. Oh, spiel is a German word. That would have been hard. Of course, we did get the S. Where was it? This one here. So we knew it started with S. So that would have given it. Well, that was a hard game. Wow. Crazy hard. I liked it. But we're going to do these every day. I mean, they have a new one every day. I'm going to do the rest of them too. I'll do the extreme. The extreme is easier than the rescue. But we got today's classic though. We did win that one. And I guess we'll just have to be happy with the big brain game results. All right. The next thing I'm going to be doing is moving into the music category. Doing my mix. It's going to take me a while. I'm probably going to be late because I have to put my piano together, and that always takes a solid 3 minutes or so. And I only have a 2 minute 40 second intro or mid roll. Let me get started on that one. Have a little more Diet Coke though while I'm thinking about it. All right, here we go. Mid-roll. Where's my mid-roll? There it is. And now you can actually hear me because I have a microphone. I gotta remember how to do all this stuff. You gotta think. You were like, were you just sitting there doing nothing? No, I was like, I gotta bring the keyboard in. I gotta plug in the pedals. I gotta bring the seat in. I gotta bring the stand in. I gotta music. I got the microphone switch over here. And the reason I have to switch over the microphone is that microphone is too sensitive, and you can hear me tapping on the keyboard. I just don't like the way it sounds with that. That microphone is way too sensitive. This microphone is designed for live performance. You're only going to pick up the sound of my talking. Put this up just a little bit here. It's going to take a little extra adjustment through the adjustment phase since I haven't done it in a while. That's not exactly right. There we go. That's about where I like it, right? All right, you got some audio. You can hear audio. You can hear me play the piano. I know you can. I got a music. Got a bar graph there. This is a warm up. Welcome back to Ken's Piano Lounge after several weeks of no Ken's Piano Lounge. What is Ken's Piano Lounge? Well, it's basically this list of songs here. Lounge Act song list. For example, I'm not going to say the Peaches. I'll say a little prayer. Let's see if I can do this one. All right. I still kind of know how to play that one. This is a hard one, though. Definitely a little rough, but you know, I'm getting through most of them. Right. That's flat. Next is Flashdance. What a feeling. while. Wow, we're getting through them. We're going to be playing for a while, though. Just getting started. At the top of my list here. A long way to go. Next song, Girl from Ipanema. A bunch of Todd Rundgren songs. They sound okay. Why is it up here? Can't see my left hand. That's better. me try this over again.
Dry your eyes, my little friends. Let me take you by the hand. Ready, getting ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. They'll be rocking in the projects, walking down along the strand. Ready, getting ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the band. And Johnny is my main man. He's the keeper of the keys. He'll put your mind at ease. He's guaranteed to please, backed by popular demand. Look around, my little friends. Jubilation fills the land. I'm ready, getting ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the, when Johnny strikes up the band.
The Warren Zevon song there. We get back to the standards here, for example, Misty. Maybe a little Steely Dan. Steely Dan there. We've only just begun. Well, we're about halfway through though. But this song is We've Only Just Begun. Yeah, well, next to like that theme from Superman, the movie, the original, 1979. Can you read my mind? From Superman the movie. Walking my baby back home. I gotta come warn me. What should we do? Have to do up and away. It's got to be done every time. Gotta do this one. that song. I mean, I'm almost done with the Diet Coke. You know what that means?
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now. The rain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. There's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. And I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that made me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Gotta get back to work and shit like that. But have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. A lot of people said hi. A lot of people said hi today. Turn my reverb here. Back to the non-reverb. Yeah, good 2-hour stream. Basically, we'll be doing the same thing as we do. I don't like to extend it too much past the 2 hours. Tomorrow, I'll be flying around, starting at 11:30 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. Some kind of plane, telling more stories about San Diego and Vegas. I got plenty more to tell. I haven't even started with Vegas, which is when the real excitement started, and things happened. Not things, but fun stuff. And let's see what else is going on. That's about it. Had a great Friday, getting back to things, but yeah, next 3 days, regular streams. We're gonna do the second half of that new Skibbity Toilet Emergence show. We did the first 4 minutes. We'll do that probably tomorrow. The big brain games, and then a musical section featuring me playing the guitar. Maybe some like distorted guitar. This is my PRS CE24. Badass guitar right there. Badass. We playing that tomorrow. It's a really nice guitar. I got 15 guitars, roughly 15 guitars. So. All right, but I'm gonna run my outro. And again, thanks again for stopping by to say hi. And we'll be doing lots more. Let me know if you guys want me to fly anywhere in specific or play specific music. I always take suggestions. Don't maybe not instantly do them, but eventually we get around to it. So always do that. We'll see you next time. My ending roll here.